What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/ChoosingBeggars. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode. So this story's called Karen at Midnight. My very first job was at Jack in the Box. I was 17 and it was 1995. And one Thursday night, I was manning the fry station. It was a graveyard shift and it was getting close to bar rush. Chico, California is a college town with many bars. So I was getting ready for the 1 to 2 hour onslaught that was to follow. Now, after about 45 minutes in, it was pretty busy, but not too busy, so my shift leader asked me to stop the fry station and start with the night cleaning and he would take over on the fry station. Sounds good, I said. I would much rather be in the back doing the dishes and prep work because no one bothers me. When all of a sudden, I hear it over the headset in a shrill, "I demand to speak to your manager" voice. We all had one to hear orders from the drive-thru. "Yeah, I would like 200 tacos, please." They had, and still have, 2 regular tacos for 99 cents. I was freaked. I quickly poked my head out and asked, "Did I hear that right? 200 tacos?" The shift leader says, "Crap, get out here and help now." Now, we can only make up to 10 tacos at a time. Each batch takes 1:30 in the fryer. So I'm thinking of ways to maybe jerry-rig some fry baskets so we can make more of them. We asked her to park, being it was going to take at least 25 minutes to make all of these. I hear her shouting in the drive-thru window, "No, I will not park. I want my tacos. I have a party to get to and I promised the food and I'm already running late." The drive-thru gal is pleading with her to park as every minute she stays there hurts our average time. The boss does not like it when the average is over 3 minutes 30 seconds. The lady in the van shouts, "Where is your manager? I have been waiting long enough already." She had been waiting for 6 minutes, and we had just barely broken taco number 36. The shift leader goes to the window and asks her to calm down and that normally when these large orders are placed, they would be called in at least 30 minutes in advance. She once again yells in the window, "Well, I'll park over there, but if you are not ready in 10 minutes, I'll be right back here. And I demand a cheesecake for my trouble." The shift leader hands her a slice of cheesecake from the little fridge down below. This satisfies her for the moment and she continues to the parking lot. I'm standing there freaking out. At the moment, I'm the only one making these tacos, and putting the toppings on them when they immediately come up from the fryer is quite painful. Hot grease. I have lost all track of time at this point. There's lettuce and taco sauce everywhere. A couple rogue tacos were on the floor. I'm pumping them out as fast as I can. By the time I'm done making 10 tacos, the next 10 are done with the fryer. I put them in bags, dump the tacos on the prep area, put another 10 in, and continue. I guess it has been 10 minutes because Karen is now in the lobby at the counter. "Where the frick are my tacos? I've been here forever. Where are my damn tacos?" The shift leader approaches the counter. "They are almost done. Please be a little more patient. We will bring them all out to you as soon as we can." Remember, they are handling other orders while I'm taking care of these damn tacos and the bar rush is in full swing. Karen shouts again. "Well, hurry the heck up! You all are useless. I swear to God I'm gonna be here first thing in the morning to tell the manager what awful service I am getting." She then leaves back to her car. I'm still pumping tacos out. I lost count a long time ago. I have no idea how many more of these I have to make. When the shift leader says to me, "Whoa, Eric, you can stop now. You've made 20 tacos over." He asked me to run them out to Karen in the parking lot, then take my 10-minute break to cool off. I head out with several bags and head to her van. She looks at me and yells, "It's about freaking time! I've been here over an hour!" It had been just under 30 minutes. She swipes the bags like 5 at a time. She pulls one of the tacos out to eat it. Before she takes a bite, she looks at it, then goes nuclear. "I freaking told you no cheese! I am lactose intolerant and I told the guests of my party that I would bring them a lactose-free meal. I want a refund and you will make all of these over again with no cheese." I quickly run back in. Did she really say she didn't want cheese on our tacos? The shift leader looks puzzled and asks the drive-thru girl. She says no. The receipt doesn't say anything about no cheese, nor does the order screen. I sure as hell didn't hear no cheese over the headset. The shift leader and I head back out to her. He says calmly, "You never said anything about not wanting cheese on those tacos. I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do and you are not entitled to a refund." She then goes nuclear again. "I know what I goddamn said. I said no fudging cheese. Now make me new tacos with no cheese, get me a refund, and I'm keeping these others just for wasting my time." The shift leader says, "I'm sorry, but you really didn't say anything about not wanting cheese. Every employee in there never heard no cheese over their headset. I can't give you a refund on such a large order as we didn't do anything wrong. Now I must ask you to leave as we have other customers to serve." She yells again, "How dare you! Do you know who I am? I'll have your job for this!" She quickly starts her van, throws it in reverse, and peels backwards, crashing into a trash can and almost hitting the shift leader. He heads back in and I take my 10-minute break, sucking down 2 cigarettes back to back before heading back in. I know, I was 17 and smoking at the time. I smoked since I was 13, don't judge. We finish the bar rush with no other issues and finish the shift. I head home. At around 11 a.m., I get a call from the main manager asking me for my side of what happened last night. I guess Karen had called me and told her that she had called in an order for 200 tacos a good 45 minutes before showing up for them, asking for no cheese over the phone. We made her wait for almost 2 hours and gave her cold food, also saying that everyone was cussing her out and being very disrespectful. I told her exactly what happened, and my story lined up with the shift manager, the drive-thru gal, the grill guy, and the guy that was there just for truck delivery. Nothing more happened. Karen was banned from not only our location, but we called other fast food chains in town, including our competitors, explaining what had happened the night prior. I don't know if she was banned from the other places, but definitely wasn't coming back at Jack in the Box in our town. This was in 1995 though, who knows what now. Yo, I'm sorry, this isn't really relevant. However, the smoking in 1995 thing made me remember those old commercials back from when I was a little kid. I don't know if it was just a Texas thing, but there was this little commercial, this like duck guy, and there would be kids and they're smoking or chewing tobacco or something, and he would tell them, "Tobacco is foul," after something wacky happened. I don't know, I always liked the commercials. Let me know if you guys know them. I'm not sure if it was just a Texas thing or not, but it's pretty neato. Anyways, the story. Not much to say here other than Karen was being ridiculous, but that's common knowledge here. 200 tacos, that's insane. Are Jack in the Box tacos even that good? I don't know if I could trust someone buying 100 tacos, like, without calling ahead at least. That's ridiculous and just inconsiderate, man. Alrighty, this titillating tale is called Choosing Beggar Demands I Pay for Her Shopping When She Didn't Bring Anything to Pay With. This happened just an hour ago, and I'm laughing at the insanity and absurdity of the situation. So, as everyone is painfully aware, there's a little situation going on in the world, and we're on lockdown with the exception of going out for essential shopping. So, some backstory. My nan and I are close. She's the 5th member of our family: mom, dad, me, my brother, and my nan. And she's elderly disabled and asthmatic, so she's high risk and vulnerable. Now, I'm also severely asthmatic, and I probably shouldn't be going out shopping, but for my nan, I'm willing to risk it. So I go out to do her shopping at Morrison's. She gives me her shopping list and I get what she needs / what's available. Side funny story. The toilet roll aisle was fully stocked and I was shocked. I don't get why people are so obsessed with toilet rolls, but if that's what people panic buy in this situation, at least future history lessons and exams will have ridiculous questions. And my grandkids in the future can ask about it and I can have a laugh. Anyway, on to the story. So, like at most stores, there's markings to help with social distancing and keeping people safe. So this choosing beggar started off by ramming me with her trolley while I was trying to scan my items and pay, and was invading my personal space. Very rude. So I begin placing my items on the till, and she's just glaring at me for some reason and muttering to herself about me hurrying up. I place the divider and go to start bagging my items. "I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to rush for you." So as I'm bagging my items and about to pay, the cashier continues scanning strange items that I know I wasn't buying. I ask the cashier, "What's going on? Those aren't mine." And the cashier is confused, saying there's no divider. I look up and this choosing beggar has removed the divider, and now her items were being scanned and added to my bill. I tell the cashier and she starts to remove the items and sort the mistake out. This is when the choosing beggar goes insane. "Excuse me, what are you doing?" I'm confused and tell her that her items were accidentally being scanned, and thinking that the divider must have been buried in the shopping, and didn't think it was a big deal as the cashier was apologetic and sorted it out. "You need to pay for my shopping." I'm just shocked and simply say, "What?" She glares at me. "My items were being scanned on your shopping, so you have to pay for them. And since you're paying for some now, you must buy my whole shopping." I give the cashier a look and am absolutely gobsmacked. "What makes you think I'm gonna buy your shopping?" She scoffs and continues on about how a few mistakes means I have to pay. I pay for my items, and she still stood there expectantly waiting for me to pay for her shopping. I begin to walk away, and she screams for me to come back. People are now staring, so I turn and say, "Lady, I don't know you, and I don't have to buy your shopping for any reason." She then screams for security and feeds them some lie about me having to pay for her shopping. She called me over to ask what was happening, and I told him. She then went on admitting she removed the divider thinking I wouldn't notice and I'd pay for her. Thankfully, the security guard just looked at her and told her the same thing I said, that I didn't have to. As I began walking away, she was screaming at the cashier saying she didn't have any cash or cards on her to pay and was demanding her to honor some expired coupons. I left before anything else, so I don't know how it ended. So this woman thought she was entitled to her shopping, and I had to pay as she didn't have any way to pay for it. Honestly, how can you be so stupid to not bring a means of paying for shopping? I'm wondering if she tried it before and whether it worked on other people. I ain't buying someone else's shopping for no good reason. Thanks for reading, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Okay, honestly, what was she thinking? Because this obviously hasn't worked before. Because think about it, even if he didn't notice that he was paying for a bunch of other stuff that he didn't put up on there, how would she go about collecting the groceries that he paid for? Like, I don't understand how she thought this would work. Would she mug him in the parking lot or what? Because honestly, an annoying Karen screech is enough to hold me up. Like, I'd pay anything to shut one up. $5, $500, my car, a fart in the face, anything really. This story's called Mom Freaks Out Because Free LG Phone is Not a $1,500 Folding Phone. So let's start with a little backstory. My mother, the choosing beggar of this story, owns a now decade-old flip phone from late 2010 to early 2011. And it works, but barely. Like, you have to press the physical buttons multiple times to spell words, and the call feature, yes, the main point of a cell phone, doesn't always want to work, so we got her an LG Stylo 5 to replace it, and we surprised her with it. Here's where the sheer entitlement and pickiness kicks in. "Hey mom, we have a surprise for you. Close your eyes and hold out your hands." She sits up from untying her shoe and looks at me, closes eyes and holds out hands. I hand her a brand new 32GB LG Stylo 5. "Okay mom, you can open your eyes now." She opens her eyes and looks at the box. "What is it?" "Father and I thought that we would get you a new LG Stylo 5. So we know if you're crashed in a ditch somewhere." She gives a confused look. "This isn't what I wanted." He walks away, rolling eyes and sighing. "Just try it." "Mom, we are not getting you a $1,500 flip phone. Not even we have phones that nice." "I wanted a Motorola Razr, not this free piece of garbage." "Mom, we don't even have phones that nice. What on earth makes you believe that Dad and I can afford a phone that expensive?" "But I don't want it. I want the Motorola Razr." At this point, I'm starting to wonder if I fell asleep with my head on my keyboard again, or if this woman really just turned down a free, perfectly good phone because it didn't have a $1,500 price tag and it didn't flip open and closed. So I just walk over and set the phone on this kitchen counter, and then I pop it out of the box, and this is what follows. See, Mom? It's not that bad. Put it back! Okay. She picks up the box lid and slams it onto the box. Do you really hate it that much? Yes, it's not the one I wanted, and you know that! Why should I be forced to use something I don't want when you guys have $1,000 phones? I have barely said a word to her since, and this occurred at like 3:20, and I am kinda embarrassed and disgraced by her. I don't even want to look in her general direction. I figured I would share this to Reddit while it was still fresh in my mind. It's amazing how entitled and picky someone can be. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and clarify a few things in case you are wondering. I own a black Pixel 3 XL with 128 gigabytes of storage, and my father owns a black Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus with an unknown amount of storage. What I find interesting is that she has no issue at all using my phone or my father's. But when we get her one for her to use, she doesn't even want to look at it. This lady wants a Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 for her birthday, which requires the Samsung wearable app to work. You can just imagine how that would be pretty impossible based on her current phone. Anyways, thanks for listening, Reddit. I needed a place to tell this story and a place to rant about people entitlement. That's not a bad hook. That's pretty good. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.